What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We are live talking some boxing this Friday night, top ranked card. We got Denis Berinchyk taking on Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn's first title fight, going for the 135 gold. And then, of course, we got Xander Zayas, Abdullah Mason, Big Baby. And we also probably going to have to talk a little bit of that top rank news since we're talking the top rank card. And they're no
Man,
longer going to be with ESPN. But as we jump into it, I'm
really?
pick 'em, win 'em, and I'm joined with.
Going on, boys? It's your man's Marcus Prime Time Penley. You know what it is.
Your boy SP Run Nation, you know what I'm saying? You know who runs the boxing world, so close.
Yeah, no, I'm shocked, Gator, you ain't here yet. Fucking yeah, top
Yeah,
rank
I was about to ask you about that. What
ESPN,
the
Bob
hell?
Arum, no more.
I ain't see nothing, bro. I see nothing like that on my timeline. What? Like this is wild to me. This should be crazier than PBC and Showtime.
That shit's heartbreaking, bro. I'm gonna be sad, bro. I'm so
Um,
used to it being on ESPN.
I was just, bro, my Hulu Plus. I realized I got ESPN Plus with this. I'm like every Friday, ain't got shit to watch, throwing that fucking whatever fight card they got on the Hulu. Fucking watch
Yeah,
it.
bro. Literally, they be showing so much boxing. I'm like, damn. So that means what? They gonna take down all that?
Probably, fucking, you know how that shit goes. They'll wipe it. But I mean, only thing that to me is good news was that the two people that potentially buying it right now is the Zone. Which if the Zone takes it, that'd be kind of crazy because like would the Zone also like get all the fighters that come with it? Because doesn't the Zone also have fucking the other
Matchroom.
match room and shit. So I want to see how that would work, but I rather them go with Max because if it's with Max, that means HBO is back and they already got fucking HBO boxing history. So
Yeah,
I
that'd
think
be
that'll be kind of
classic.
lit. But they'll
That's
probably
it.
be underneath like boxing by Max instead of HBO. But who I don't give a fuck. It's still like the same. It's probably
Max
the same
boxing.
production and everything.
Man, they need to bring back Max Kellerman if they do that.
man, nah, Max Hellman, they got him on a tight leash, bro. Since he got bought out his contract, they told him to hush. Like they got, because you gotta understand that they got like Area 51 level secret stuff at ESPN that they can't be revealed to the public knowledge. They have him kind of in a cage.
That's true. Boxing is kind of shady. Where like I feel
Well, it's
like
not boxing. It's ESPN. It's the higher up. So it's bigger than the top ranks. It's like it's Disney. You know how evil Disney is. You know what I'm saying?
the Mickey Mouse Corporation don't play about that
Dude,
shit.
I'm scared of Mickey Mouse nowadays. Like as a kid, you know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, that's cool, but now I'm terrified. Nothing good comes out of a Mickey Mouse couple. Nothing good.
Well, shit, I don't know if they're gonna finish out. I didn't read all into it, so I just know that they're no longer together. So I don't know if they're have
I
how
think
many
it's up until
cards
August.
they got to August. Hopefully, they give some
Sure.
like big blowout fucking bonanza fight. Fucking for the last card, like they because
Like
um
Teofimo
What
versus
if?
Terrence Crawford.
Oh no, I just had a thought.
should be Tio versus fucking Keyshawn with all the hijinks that's been going on lately.
Yeah.
Or
How old
Tio
is Bob Arum?
versus
Like
Bob
98?
Arum. He's like 90 something, bro.
Nah, I think he's 94.
Damn,
That's insane.
and he ain't giving it up either. I know Bob ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going down without a fight. That boy should have
Yeah.
been sold that shit.
Like
Then we got then we got the
should have
fight
sold it when
card.
Crawford sued him. But you know, continue.
Then we got the fight card we got to talk this weekend, or not even this week, this Friday. Strictly business. I like kind of like that promo for it. Since the businessman Keyshawn Davis first title fight, and then Xander Zayas, Puerto Rican, he's getting closer and closer to probably fighting for that title fight. They're not rushing it. Then Abdullah Mason, who's his last fight was fireworks. He got dropped in the first round, dropped the guy in the first round, ended up finishing the fight. And then Big Baby comeback fight since the loss, the knockout loss, and he wasn't even at the presser. A lot of people are like, "Is it because he's mentally weak? Like, what's up with that? Why the fuck is he not at the presser?" I don't know. Then Nico Ali Wash and Tiger Johnson on the undercard as well. Both both frauds, if you ask me. Tiger
Tiger
Johnson,
Johnson's not a fraud, but Nico. Wait, what's
Nico's
wrong with Tiger? What's wrong with Tiger Johnson?
Tiger Johnson. I don't know if it was his last fight or the fight before, but he was gifted a decision. Uh,
man, everyone has off fights. Come on, dog. Tiger
Uh,
actually drives him
Tiger
like
straight.
it
Tiger is
was gift. They gave him that top ranked gift. They gave him that fucking the same way Nico Ali Wash got a draw that first fight against the same
everyone
people
gets
he had the rematch. It was like, bro,
everyone
So
he's
gets
now
to
he's
get
not.
Nico Ali Wash.
everyone gets a gift sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Canelo got like 4 gift decisions. Everyone gets a gift sometimes.
Well, fucking Tiger is going up against someone who they saying is a big step up for him and Keyshawn Taller. I have no idea about Jit. I know he has 3 losses on his record, but I guess this is if he does good in this performance, I guess I'll be okay with that one iffy decision. But I'm not gonna lie, that both of them dudes right now are in the fraud alert category for me. Then we get up to the big baby. Y'all think he's coming back with a vengeance? He wasn't even at the presser.
I hope so. I don't. I really hope so. This
I
is
hope so
the
for the sake of American boxing, man. But sheesh, boy might be cooked. He's gonna have to come out like he's gonna have to come out banging. Like he's gonna have to put out like a super performance. He's not even. Where is he on this card, bro? Is he even like the
He's on the
main?
main card, but he's under. I think he's the opening. He's underneath fucking Abdullah Mason at this point. He's on the main
Like
card, but I think he's opening it up.
he took some damage points, man. So he's definitely gonna have to come out swinging. And I mean, he's still young, and I mean it's the heavyweight division, so it's kind of like what you expect. But I don't even know if he can handle the pressure, bro. You seen that video of him with Roy Jones fucking crying and shit. I'm only 23.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But I think he should come in with him. I don't know, man.
I mean,
But
he's minus 1,500. Like they got him like to come
he's
in.
probably gonna win. He just needs a big win, I think.
He's fighting 12-3-1, 34. I think that'll be 34 years old, and the heavyweight division. Like been stopped before. I didn't think this is a classic top rank. Like, hey, we sorry we fucking got you murdered out there last time. We gotta make you look decent again.
Boy got fucked up.
Then Abdullah Mason, arguably the best American prospect in boxing right now. Then we get Abdullah Mason taking on Manuel James. Abdullah Mason's fucking, I think like minus 800, minus 1,000, big favorite. Should get the knockout. How do y'all feel about that boy?
Oh, dude, I can't, dude. For the past like 3 hours, like I can't stop laughing about the Keyshawn Davis situation. But we'll get to that later. Like,
Oh no, we can talk that honestly, bro. That is the fucking
dude,
talk. Did
dude.
y'all think Dennis sent them bananas and watermelon to Keyshawn Davis's hotel room? Which is not a sentence I thought I'd be saying right now.
Maybe
No, but I
someone
hope
that
no, but
is
I hope
probably
no,
like
but
a
I hope so.
homeboy or like a team, and I don't know, not him directly.
No, I ain't never seen nothing like this. I don't think it was him, but if it was him, it wasn't that. Like I just would have been pretending it's his team just to make it funnier. It's one
Well,
of the funniest situations in boxing I've seen.
Tiafimo was eating a banana, laughing at what's going on, and some people are thinking maybe Tiafimo's the one because he has made some monkey comments in the past before.
That shit was crazy.
That shit, bro. I see everybody's like, bro, Keyshawn by stoppage. This shit got to be fucking serious, bro. This
He
ain't no
gonna
more
come out
fun
on
and
some
games.
demon shit.
You watched the presser. I watched some of it. How heated was it?
I mean, I feel like it was more heated from Keyshawn's side. It wasn't really like from Debbie. I mean, he was saying shit about like the bare knuckle shit, but he was trying to get all up in bro's face and kind of try to turn up. But he did talk about the banana shit though. They were saying that they didn't send it though.
They
Of
barely speak.
course.
They can barely speak English.
Yeah. The translator was like, yeah, we didn't send it.
People are saying like, bro, I'm not defending it, but I'm just saying some people are saying like, bro, these people are from like monkey and watermelon stuff is well not the monkey, but the watermelon stuff is mostly just associated with like American racism. So they're like, they don't think that they sent it because they're like, bro, this guy from fucking Ukraine. I don't think he fucking sent it because I don't think he understands the comparisons that are being
Like
made.
the culture.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you know what I'm saying, like that. You know
but
what I'm
I
saying,
don't know, bro. I'm here for the drama, so I want to
like
believe.
Cosmic even called Devin Haney out for being racist. He didn't really understand the culture. That's why Cosmic hates Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? They didn't understand the culture from the Urians, the Uris. What y'all call them?
Say it again. You're kind of muffled.
Oh my bad. I was saying like, what are you Europeans? That's what y'all call them. But like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It was like it's like a disconnect. But yeah, this situation is just hilarious to me, dude. I just woke up and I see Sammy Watermelon, man, awful.
That shit was crazy. But let's see. Back to these fights. Abdullah Mason, let's see. He's a massive favorite. He got knocked down in his last fight. Do you think it's he cleans up his act a little bit here?
Yeah,
I
no,
think so.
better get that adversity now. Get that adversity now. You know what I'm saying? Get dropped a little fast knockdown, nothing too serious. He does leave his chin up a lot though. You know what I'm saying? He kind of gets his boots vibes with his defense. He gets hit a little bit, but he'll be good.
He's the opponent he's fighting is never been knocked out before. He's coming off a loss to Rolly out of all people. His last fight's against Rolly Romero. Um, went to the decision. Do you think Abdullah Mason gets the KO here? Because that shit's like -4. It's like if you don't think he gets the KO, that shit pays out pretty nice. Because that shit's like +600.
I think so.
He comes in this wrecking crew again. Because all his fights
Wrecking
have
crew.
damn near been wrecking crews.
MSG, he got, kind of like not embarrassed, but he probably felt a little embarrassed from the last fight. And I think he still won Prospect of the Year. I'm not 100%, but I feel like he still wants to prove. I can see a knockdown or a KO stoppage. The bro's talented.
I think he'd probably get the stoppage. The only thing is how like this does his team make him like kind of be more defensive sound and not go in there trying to like first second round KO? Like, do they make him kind of like
Yeah, I mean, I don't see that
not throw
early.
as
That'd
much?
be pretty wild.
Gator, you think he getting the KO?
Hmm. Yeah, I think
Then
his combinations and his speed and his decisions, he can get a kill. And he's an early
Yeah,
worker too. He likes to get people out of there early. Like he gets active
yeah,
right away.
he's active.
I move on to Xander. This is kind of a step up fight because I didn't know much about the guy until some people put me on. Jit is a good fighter, 20-0. I mean, you don't go 20-0 on accident. Both 40-0, someone's got to go between the both of them. Xander Zayas, I think, is -800, so the odds are getting closer and closer in all his fights because he was like -2,000 in some of his previous fights. And the Jit he's fought is what is it? His last 5 fights, 4 of them in knockouts. He has 2 of them have been first round knockouts. Jit has heavy hands and he's very technical. He's that European style, so he's got good fundamentals. But he has been knocking motherfuckers out recently. You know how high we are on Xander. So y'all think this is gonna be another easy kind of dub for Xander? Because I feel like every time he's fought an opponent, it has been no like this stepping stones damn near.
I like Xander come out. Man, I mean, this is a good fight for him. I feel like finally, him being active and being on these top ranked cards, bro. I'm ready for him to get in this title contenders mix. And I mean, he's still pretty young, bro. He's only what, like 20? He's probably like what, 20, 22? Yeah, so he's young as shit. And I'm excited. I've been waiting for these type of moments, bro, to see him against some real competition and see how he does. Because we need a next Puerto Rican star, man. I don't know if Berlanga is,
He's cooked, bro.
but Yeah, nah, I like Xander, bro. He works he comes out of Orlando too, so
Mhm.
And I mean, in 154 division's kind of heating up with like
mm.
Virgil having to move up because of all the weight draining he
He's
kept
gonna be
doing.
a big. He's gonna be big, bro. Because he's only 22 and he has that type of frame. He's gonna be growing into that. Like he's gonna end up be fighting. He's gonna be able to jump weights as he gets
Yeah, no.
older.
But that's why I think he kind of needs to fight for a title sooner than later because like at 150,
Yeah,
like going up to 160, then 168, like fucking that's right around the corner. And then like no one, I mean I love Janabek, but like no one gives a fuck about the 160 division right now. And then the 168 division, maybe when Xander gets there, there's some better hitters, but like the old guard is kind of no one gives a fuck about it anymore. Like there is no like some emerging talent that people would have to like watch out for. So he is gonna be moving up, but that's why I'm like at 154, bro. If you're gonna fight for a belt, you got to do it in probably your next fight or the fight after that, because
yeah. Definitely. It really depends how he shows on Friday night.
this is
Come out big.
10 round fight going up against a technical hard puncher coming
I
out of
can
dirt.
see it going to the distance, so I don't know if there's a stoppage in this fight.
His last two fights, Sanders has gone to the distance. Probably, I think there's good odds on that too. If you like to go to distance, I'm rocking with the Puerto Rican. Hopefully, he kind of shows out, and I'm kind of interested to see more about the other jit because people were kind of hyping him up, like, "Oh, y'all think Xander's gonna get an easy win? Like, this guy's
Right.
kind of nice."
Interesting.
Then the main event, we got two.
The boy.
We got this the businessman Keyshawn Davis, 12-0, fighting for his first title here, taking on the WBO World Lightweight Champion and Denis Berinchyk. I'm gonna let Gator go first on this one. Gator, how are you feeling about this matchup?
Oh, this is actually a pretty good matchup. I'm really excited for this one. This is, these are two dominant guys who can, go punches and dodge punches.
Hold on, you're a little muffled again. Can you like
I'm looking at that.
a little tech difficulties?
Yeah, Marcus, you go real quick.
Yeah, I'll gas up my dog business, man. Man, it's been a long time coming. I was at his pro debut. I started gassing him up. He took the quick little pause, went to the Olympics. Shit didn't work out. Back in the pro game, and now he's sitting here at world title fight at 12 fights in. And shit, I truly think he has potential to be a pound for pound star, bro. And just his skill set, his he got a good camp. He's got a good mindset. He got a good amateur background. I don't know, man. That boy's a dog, but I think this is gonna be a tough fight for him because boy Debbie, he's got like 300 plus amateur fights. He's a silver medalist, and he got a tough one against who is it? Navarrete, right? Didn't he bully him?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I mean, that's a tough matchup, and that by far Keyshawn's biggest fight, toughest fight. But I don't know, man. I think Keyshawn got that Bud Crawford gene in him. You know what I'm saying? That dog mentality. He's gonna be able to dig it out in the ring, and I think it's gonna be a fun fight for sure.
Oh yeah, dude.
There we go. Yeah, you sound way better, Gator.
Sound better. Okay, but yeah, this is a really good fight. I'm excited for this one. They're both really talented. This is a really good matchup too from Top Rank or whoever put this together. So I'm excited.
Yeah, a lot of people, like Marcus said, that fucking 300 fight amateur career. A lot of people that are backing up Berinchyk in this fight are mostly like they just don't think Keyshawn. Like they think that like the 12 rounds, the fucking experience, the IQ, all that's gonna start coming into play. And Berinchyk is known for his technical, like, cause he's has so much pedigree with the amateur, but he also done fucking bare knuckle boxing. Like he's done fights while in jail and shit. Like Jit just loves fighting. Like, and it's some people are just cut like that. Where like, hey, bro, like even if there wasn't millions of dollars on the line, we can go fight. And that's kind of like the cloth he's kind of from. And it's gonna be a tough fight for Keyshawn. This Keyshawn does kind of sometimes. I'm not saying he does a little too little, but I've seen fights where he kind of lets rounds not slip, but he be looking for something. Like he sees something that he wants, and he's
Yeah,
okay
he's playing with his food.
and he's okay with letting some people land. He's there was like I think 2 fights ago he was fighting some bum and the bum caught him with a mean overhand right where it was like if it was anybody else that had some good ass like power behind it, it would probably been Keyshawn's first loss type of fucking overhand right. So I know, but I was leaning towards Keyshawn. I was talking all this shit, and I was leaning like, oh, Keyshawn's still gonna come in and get this dub, but the whole monkey business that went on earlier today. I feel like maybe Keyshawn might be coming in. You know, sometimes mentally you can't let your opponent get you riled up. You can't come in there firing off of emotion. And we could see a Keyshawn Davis enter the ring that's trying to get some early stoppage, trying to do too much, trying to, going against what he was supposed to be doing. And that might fall right into the hands of the Ukrainian who's probably gonna come in there mentally iced. I've done this a million times. This is another Boxing Day.
He coming in too emotional, you know what I'm saying? He's not really mad at he's mad at nothing, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing for him to be mad about. These people didn't even send it. They barely speak English. They can't they can't even speak English. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna write fluently a note to him. So yeah, man. That's also gonna factor into this fight. Emotional factors and mental maturity. Who has more experience? Who's been here? Who's gonna act like they've been here?
I definitely could see that shit coming out as a brawl or starting out as a brawl, like the first few rounds, like just kind of going at it. But I mean, Keyshawn's going to be careful because bro is gonna have a high IQ. Ukrainians, man.
The footwork is crazy.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the walkout. I've showed a couple of clips to Marcus earlier today. I know that boy Berinchyk gonna win the walkout game. That's for sure.
Yeah, Keyshawn's auraless. He has no aura. Yeah, he's auraless.
He
He
don't.
cut off his
He be
dreads.
trying to fucking make it. I think that's why I don't like him so much. Is that he be trying to like do stuff. I saw some clip earlier.
Let it come to you. Just let it come to you, right?
It was like talking about, oh yeah, bro, I used to move for work while a professional boxer. Like, bro, why the fuck are you on a podcast talking about you used to move work while a professional boxer? Like,
move work? The fuck? Does he think? Oh my god, does he want to cook you or something?
I didn't know this was fucking Keyshawn Meach Davis.
Oh, used to move work. You know, he didn't used to move work. He used to. The big homies used to tell him to get on your little bike and deliver it to the people. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't moving work like that. Come on, man.
I don't know. I just feel like
I don't know either. I'm just
something
talking
about him. I just do not like his fucking crazy eyes into the camera.
You don't like crazy eyes?
I'm a fan of him, but I love him. I'm a fan.
Looks like he's forcing it. That's my whole thing, bro.
He's forcing. He's fake. He's so fake. He's so fake. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of him, but I do like making fun of him.
When I see Bud do the crazy eyes, I believe it. I'm like, that's a crazy.
That man got shot in the head and drove himself to the hospital. That man is actually that's his real.
But also, people probably thought Bud was crazy back in the day.
Well, Bud is crazy. He got shot in the head. He got shot in the head and drove himself to the hospital. He is crazy. You have to be crazy to drive yourself.
Like his 2 brothers I fuck with. I have no problem with the other Davis brothers. It's just Keyshawn for something.
I have I have a problem with everyone in part of that bloodline. It's just like you share the same blood with Keyshawn Davis. You're just as guilty by association. You know what I'm saying?
Do this shit.
It's the one drop rule, but with Keyshawn Davis. I'm sorry, you're gonna get profiled. I don't like anything.
This fight is projected to go to distance, so to keep that in mind as you make your pick. How y'all feeling? Who gets the win here? And how they get the win.
Oh yeah, dude! I cannot wait for this fight, man. Are y'all ready for this fight?
I'm ready, bro.
Dude,
I'm happy it's Friday.
I've been waiting for my dog to get a world title fight.
Oh, man. I think y'all know I'm going with Berinchyk. I think he's just the better boxer. He's the better fluent boxer. Keyshawn Davis' defense is very questionable. Berinchyk can dodge punches. Berinchyks in shape too. Berinchyk can go to the distance and keep pounding you. Berinchyk is the only boxer I've ever seen to keep up with Navarrete's pace. You know how sick you got to be to keep up with Navarrete's pace? Y'all see Navarrete against Valdez. You know what I'm saying?
Knowing things.
You have to be sick to outpace Navarrete. Keyshawn Davis hasn't been enough fights to outpace them. I don't care. I don't care how much work he puts in the gym. You don't have that championship experience. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go out the window. Like he's been the only one able to outpace him, and he's a fluent boxer too. He's a boxer who can outpace you. So I really think I think he's gonna smother Keyshawn Davis, and I think it's gonna be convincing, and I can't wait for this fight, man. And is it Friday?
It's Friday night.
Friday night boxing. You Friday that's one thing I'm gonna miss from Top Rank. Friday night boxing is so underrated, bro. Boxing on a nice Friday nights, especially when it's college football season. When they decided to move it to Friday nights, man. Shout out to Friday night boxing. But who y'all got? Who y'all got for this?
Mark, you gotta get hit him with your rebuttal, bro.
Yeah, I didn't think the opposite. Keyshawn, I think, is the better boxer. I think he's gonna have the better talent. I think it's gonna be able to show in the ring. But I do think bro is gonna be able to apply pressure and kind of like smother, like you said, Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn has enough IQ where he's gonna be able to. He knows how to control his distance, and he's very good on his feet. He's good to keep his control, his range, and he's gonna be able to get off his shots. But I mean, I don't see a stoppage or a knockdown. I think Keyshawn going 12. I think gets his first world title, man.
Wow, I mean, just
I think
wow.
honestly, I think it's going. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I think it's gonna be like yeah, Keyshawn won that shit. Like he's just gonna be able to pop him. It might be close the first 6, 7 rounds, but I think Keyshawn's gonna be able to show his talents. Where you're like, damn, okay, this is why he's gonna be a pound for pound top rated fighter, especially for
No stoppage. Wow.
I
Just
mean,
wow,
I
man.
can, I mean, I can see maybe a drop. I don't know, but
I
I
mean,
mean,
just
Keyshawn got that dog mentality where he could drop him though. So I mean, I wouldn't really be shocked if he does drop him and stop him.
I mean,
That's one thing.
Crawford was getting stoppages. I kept hearing that these like
He
Berinchyk.
do, bro. He
But
do got
Berinchyk
that
is
mini
40 though.
Crawford.
Bridges is 40. Why couldn't Keyshawn stop him?
I think you're gonna be able to tell the difference in the ring of like even though bro's got 300 plus fights, I think you're gonna be able to tell in the ring like Keyshawn's above him.
I do. So I think that Jit's also 36. So like his age is also playing a bit. It's like a 10-year age gap between the two. At a certain like if this was like 5 years ago, I know Keyshawn wouldn't even be here because it's 5 years ago he wouldn't. But I'm just saying, like if it was like a 32-year-old type shit, like I would probably feel more confident in Dennis. But his age starts to worry me a little bit, especially since the even if he's the better boxer, it's just like the athleticism and speed difference. And once you start aging, I think could start playing against him.
Sure.
I do think he's gonna be close because I think he doesn't need to make it into a brawl, but he has to make it like because Keyshawn kind of coming from that like Bud camp of shit where in Shakur where they kind of tag and get out and like tag and get out and don't get touched as often. Whereas like he needs to make it uncomfortable. He needs to make sure that like Keyshawn isn't dictating everything, that he needs to be the one dictating shit. I also feel like if this fight is close, Keyshawn's probably gonna get the edge on the scorecard. Even if it's like number wise, it doesn't make sense. I think he's also the more powerful puncher out of the two, and his shots are probably gonna land a little bit harder. Not a little bit. They're gonna land harder. You're gonna see like even if he's getting out volumed, the bigger shots I think will lead towards Keyshawn. I'm gonna hope for Dennis to pull off the upset here, but I think Keyshawn got it in this one. Just the age difference, the speed difference, the hand speed difference, and then just the power. If this was amateur boxing, Dennis probably could get the dub in this fight because he probably just throw a shit ton of more volume. But where the power shots are gonna matter, I don't see a stoppage. I do see potentially a knockdown. I think Keyshawn could get a late knockdown, trying to put on like a big performance, knowing that he's the main event on this top ranked card. Last time he was the main event on the top ranked card, he got a late stoppage. So I think I'm gonna rock with Keyshawn. I don't like it, but I think Keyshawn and his team probably knew what they're doing, picking this opponent for a champion fight, and not some of these other 135ers.
I think if Keyshawn gets him hurt, I think he can go for the stoppage because once Keyshawn gets you hurt, he knows how to press and get in there and start landing some heavy shots.
Because where else was it? The other thing that kind of makes me, it's Loma, Tank, and Shakur Stevenson. Those are the other three champs. He's probably not going to fight Shakur because that's his butt buddy. Tank and Loma, I know he called out Tank, but I don't think, you're not at that point where you can dictate you're going to be fighting Tank. And then Loma, we don't know if he's retiring or whatnot, but like Keyshawn Davis, he knew that this fight was probably his easiest chance at winning.
This fight
fight
will prove that Keyshawn Davis is in that same category as a Tank Davis. Shakur, skill wise.
One thing that I didn't like was Keyshawn because they asked him, I don't know, was it the presser, but Lino this fight, they asked him what are your plans after winning this bout? And so like, would you want to go undisputed? And he was like, nah, undisputed isn't that big of a deal. I don't so like he just completely like dead that shit right there. Like, no, undisputed.
He might end up going up in weight for real too. He might not even stick around.
I think he should. He has yet to even. I don't think he's weighed in at 135 yet. He's always been 136, 137, and 138. Because
I think he's gonna win this belt, maybe defend it once, but then just move up the.
I think he'll move right up.
We gotta find out this Friday night though. He's got to get this win first.
Unless he can land like a huge the Tank Davis or even like a Loma fight. Other than that, I think he's just gonna move up. Because if he moves up, there's still good fights that he could get up there too. So
Richardson Hitchens would be a good fight because Hitchens
Teofimo. So I mean, like
he's been wanting that fight for both of them.
Well, Teo and Richard, they might end up unifying together. So then, boom, then you can have the winner of that face Keyshawn or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely don't see Keyshawn staying around 135 too much longer. But Tank is definitely gonna duck Keyshawn. I'm gonna definitely throw that out there. Tank won't fight Keyshawn because he just won't fight that type of skill set at that young age. Guaranteed 100% they won't fight. Unless not even unless, bro. I think Tank won't ever fight fucking Keyshawn. Just like he won't ever fight like a Teofimo either.
I'm still waiting for what the fuck that Lamont Roach bullshit that they wanted. I don't know. The coach Kenny pissed me off. And he said it's all in the plan. Shakur's all in the plan. Part of this 6-fight thing we got.
He is. He is.
And then he said we have no interest in fighting Shakur. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, I mean, if he fight Shakur, I'll give him a couple. I'll give him 5+ points if he fights Shakur. But bro needs to fight Tio. He needs to fight Loma. Unless Loma actually retires, but it's not official. Yeah, he needs to fight. He needs to fight Keyshawn. He needs to fight
Keyshawn. No,
he needs to fight
Keyshawn needs to fight
Haney. He could fight Devin Haney. He could fight Ryan Garcia again. I mean, no, that'd be kind of lame though.
Yeah, I don't like that Ryan fight.
And instead, he's gonna end up fighting Pitbull.
Yeah, he's gonna fight Pitbull again, and then he's gonna fight some other Mexicans.
He should fight Xander.
He needs to fight El Rayo. That would be a good fucking fight.
Oh, dude, I want that.
That would be interesting. I'll give it to him. But either way, though, bro's like 31, bro. He needs to fight bigger fights. And all these other young fighters are overlapping Tank, bro, and people be gassing Tank, which he deserves it because he is a skilled fighter. And but fuck all that. We turning this shit into a Tank.
Friday, we got Friday night fight. We got 2 people on Keyshawn, 1 on Denis. I think all 3 of us said this shit going the distance. So
yeah,
that'd probably be the best
bet. Yeah, I don't know if I
think that bitch going all swell. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Fucking come in for the Friday night boxing, bro. There's only probably 10, 12 more left before the end of before that shit's
over. Enjoy ESPN while you can, man.
And who knows? Maybe Loma's in the crowd, and if Keyshawn gets a dub, Loma comes in and steps up for his fellow Ukrainian.
Because we know Tank won't be there.
As always, we'll be back for the recap. And next week is B-Vol card, Vitervia rematch, Shakur versus Kid Austin.
It's stacked
ass card. So we're gonna be hyper focused for that.
That's another stat card for boxing this year. That's like the year just started. That's like this another
That's one
one.
of the best cards in like
For
a
3
year.
every month. January we had Usyk Fury. February we got this fucking Benavidez Morel and Baturvia Bivol.
It's boxing season, man.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, boxing is crazy right now. Shout out to Turkey.
Close the door on football and open the door to boxing.
Well, we'll be back next week as promised. Like and subscribe. Comment who y'all got for this fight. And as always, if y'all